Hello. How do we respond, and how should we respond to the generosity of God's giving to us? In this talk, which lasts around 15 minutes, we look at Bible texts for the second Sunday of Epiphany. We then take some time to examine our own response to God's generosity in our lives today. And this will raise questions of how our own giving has developed over time and how we might develop our giving in future. Let's begin by looking at the Old Testament reading. Isaiah draws comparisons between our rejoicing over true love and God's love for his people. We might find it difficult to accept, but God loves each one of us. God loves you for whom you are. In the epistle, we see more gifts from God. Paul, in his letter to the church in Corinth, explains that there are many gifts given to us by God, and we are all different. This raises deep questions about how we respond to what we have received. In John's Gospel, we have the story of Mary and Jesus attending a wedding in Cana. It must have been a big do, as loads of people had been invited, including the disciples of Jesus. The host must have been really generous, perhaps a little over-generous in inviting so many, for the wine ran out. Mary saw the need for Jesus to give, but Jesus, although 30-ish, is still on his life's journey and learning how to respond. Mary has to prompt him. And then Jesus responds quickly, and how? What a gift to the hosts! A gift beyond measure. Let's go back to basics. In the beginning, God created the universe of matter and energy. Over time, the universe in which we live has evolved. Life began on Earth at some point and has evolved to where we are today. We're about 14 billion years into the life of the universe as far as we can see, and it seems that there is lots more to come. God created us. His was a giving for life. Our own lives are a gift from God, and as this slide illustrates, our picture of God comes piece by piece, like a jigsaw, as we learn more of God and his works through Bible reading, study, worship, and the worlds of home, work, and leisure. For God is always with us, always revealing himself to us, if we open our eyes to see. And recently, once again, Christmas has reminded us of another great gift from God to each one of us, and that's the birth of Jesus Christ, a major piece in the puzzle of life. And we recognize that gift from God annually in the giving of presents to our families and close friends at Christmas time. Giving starts with God. Giving is at the core of God. What is love if it does not result in giving? And we identify Christ, God's greatest gift, as God incarnate. The cross here reminds us that God stops at nothing in giving for us. Christ died for us. We came into the world with nothing. All that we have can be traced back to the created world. Humankind may change and add value to created things in order to create wealth. But how? It's through knowledge. And knowledge and skills are also gifts that are given to us. We have such a lot to be grateful for. Now, how do we express our thanks for all that we have received. We express our thanks by giving, and in our journey through life we grow and develop. We acquire experience and adapt our lives. Let us each examine our own lives. How has our own giving developed in recent years? How has it changed? Have we ever stopped being generous? What encourages us to be generous? Do we really show love to others without wanting anything in return? Let's ask ourselves, what prevents us from giving our time, our talents, and our money as gifts to others? We expect to grow wiser as we grow older. Has our giving grown in wisdom? If we look back, have we become stuck with our giving, using the same tired formula year after year? Or have we truly grown in our ability to give as God gives to us?